Romans chapter 8. One of the most talked about books of the Bible. Here we go. There is then now no condemnation to those who are in Messiah Yeshua, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Ruach. For the Torah of the Ruach of the life. Okay, so the Torah of the law of life, right? The law of love in HaMashiach. So then it says Yeshua. So Yeshua HaMashiach has freed me from the law of sin and of death. For the Torah being powerless in that it was weak through the flesh, Yahuwah having his own ben or son in the likeness of flesh of sin, and concerning sin condemned sin in the flesh, so that the righteousness of the Torah should be completed in us, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Ruach. For those who live according to the flesh put their minds on that of the flesh, but those according to the Ruach, that of the Ruach. For the mind of the flesh is death, but the mind of the Ruach is Hai, life and peace. Because the mind of the flesh is enmity toward Elohim, for it does not subject itself to the Torah of Yahuwah, neither indeed is it able to. Neither indeed is it able. And those who are in the flesh are unable to please Elohim. But you are not in the flesh, but in the Ruach, if indeed the Ruach of Elohim dwells in you. And if anyone does not have the Ruach of Messiah, this one is not his. And if Messiah is in you, the body is truly dead on account of sin, but the Ruach is Hai, life, on account of righteousness. And if the Ruach of him who raised Yeshua from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Messiah from the dead shall also give Hai, life, to your mortal bodies through his Ruach dwelling in you. So then, brothers, we are not debtors to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you are going to die. But if by the Ruach you put to death the deeds of the body, you shall live. For as many as are led by the Ruach of Elohim, these are the sons of Elohim. Did I tell you that chapter 8 is long? can take a picture. Okay, you get the living letters. You want to take a picture of that. There's the Hebrew. There's the Hebrew. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the ruah of adoption as sons, by whom we cry out, Abba, Abba, Father. And the ruah himself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Elohim, and if children, also heirs, truly heirs of Elohim, and co-heirs with Messiah or HaMessiah, if HaMashiach, if indeed we suffer with him, in order that we also be exalted together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the esteem that is to be revealed in us. For the intense longing of the creation eagerly waits for the revealing of the sons of Elohim. For the creation was subjected to futility, not from choice, but because of him who subjected it, in anticipation that the creation itself also shall be delivered from the bondage to corruption into the esteemed freedom of the children of Elohim. For we know that all the creation groans together and suffers the pains of childbirth together until now. And not only so, but even we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Ruah, we ourselves also groan within ourselves, eagerly waiting for the adoption as sons and redemption of our body. For in this expectation we were saved, but expectation that is seen is not expectation, for when anyone sees, does he expect it? And if we expect what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with endurance. And in the same way, the Ruah helps us in our weaknesses. For we do not know what we should pray, but the Ruah himself pleads our case for us with groanings unutterable. And he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Ruah is, because he makes intercession for the Qadeshim according to Elohim. And we know that all works together for good to those who love Elohim, to those who are called according to purpose. Because those whom he knew beforehand, he also ordained, and beforehand to be conformed to the likeness of his Ben, that he become the firstborn among many brothers. And whom he ordained beforehand, these he also called, and whom he called, these he also declared right, and whom he declared right, these he also esteemed. What then shall we say to this? If Elohim is for us, who is against us? Truly, he who did not spare his own Ben, but delivered him up on behalf of us all, how shall he not along with him freely give us all else? That's where you get. When you seek the Lord first, Yeshua HaMashiach first, and his kingdom, then his righteousness, then all these things shall be added unto you, right? Okay, that wasn't part of this. I just thought it was a good time to throw it in, okay? In case you want to take another picture. Who shall bring any charge against Elohim's chosen ones? It is Elohim who is declaring right. Who is he who is condemning? Pardon me. Who is he who is condemning? That's right. It is HaMashiach who died and furthermore is also raised up, who is also at the right hand of Yahuwah, who also makes intercession for us, who shall separate us from the love of HaMashiach, shall pressure, or distress, or persecution, or scarcity of food, or nakedness, or danger, or sword, as it has been written, for your sake we are killed all the day long, we are reckoned as sheep for the slaughter. But in all this we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor messengers, nor principalities, nor powers, neither the present nor the future, nor height nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahuwah, which is in Messiah. I'm sorry. Yeshua HaMashiach, our Adonai. God bless you.